Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Good morning, friends.
Joe here.
Kevin.
We are very excited for the next episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah. You know what this was? The premiere of season 3. Yet another moment of, hey, maybe Rebecca's healthier, and I'm not buying it for a second because I've been burned so many times.
It was insane.
Yeah, I don't believe she's good. I think like Paula kind of talked her down off the ledge a little bit, but there's no way that she's okay. No way that she's better.
Gonna make a sex tape.
She's gonna make a sex tape
with somebody she doesn't even know.
Right, one with a condom and one without. Yikes. That's our girl. We're 3 seasons.
When you say it like that, it's really like, oh my god.
Yeah, we're into
the deranged.
We're into the 3rd season here. It's nice on this show that they have that, but we also have a healthy couple.
Yeah.
And Daryl and White Josh, and they actually went to counseling just so they could talk out an issue they were having, and came out understanding each other a little better, healthier, which is what now granted it was a 5-minute scene. You can't have it too realistic.
Sure.
In the real world that doesn't happen in 5 minutes. No. But it's good that they kind of truncated it and had like, oh, these guys actually went and talked about what they were actually thinking and feeling and kind of empathized and understood where each other was coming from. They compromised.
Yeah.
They understood where each other was coming from. They wore a really sick anteater costume.
The anteater costume was awesome.
The anteater costume was awesome. White Josh is right and Daryl was right about that.
And it's a great idea for a protein bar.
And it seemed to be working really, really well for the business wise. So way to go, Daryl.
I know. Daryl's,
Daryl does not get enough love on this show from the cast.
He's not always right, obviously, but he
changed his name to White Feather. He's not always right. I didn't realize he changed his name legally to White Feather.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, that's not his real name.
That was a great catch the last episode.
It was, yeah.
But no, he's got good ideas. And
he does.
I do like the give and take we get from like the healthy couple and the unhealthy.
We see the other people, right? Yeah. We see Heather, who's healthy being alone, and we see White Josh and Daryl, who are healthy being in a relationship. And it's like these are the people you should be aspiring to around you.
It's an interesting juxtaposition between the two. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
sure.
It's nice to see that. You're kind of covering all ends of the spectrum.
Right. And I feel like Paula and Scott might actually be in a good place or starting to get there.
She seems a little I guess
she was by the end.
At the end of it, yeah.
Yeah. Call me Tanya.
Tanya.
Oh, that was uncomfortable.
That was one of the hardest things to watch in the show.
Yeah, because it was like kinky cucking, and I'm not to each his own. I judge nobody, but to me watching it felt a little uncomfortable.
Yes, I judge
because
but I'm not one.
Right? Yeah, you do whatever you want. Do whatever relationship works for you. I believe everyone has a right to their own sense of happiness. I just don't think that that's truly Paula's happy place. It's made it cringy. If it was what Scott wanted and what Paula wanted, I say get on those horses and run with it.
I love that Scott said, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And so did she. I like that they were able to be like, that was not great. Like, okay, good. Try something, realize it's not for you, move on. Also healthy for a relationship.
When you're married for a while, go for it.
Right, good. Exactly. Do you want to tie me up now? All right. We do want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers the last couple of days, guys. So Lawson, Ichigo Mentos,
nice.
Danny, James Lewis, Jonathan Riley, and Devin Cooper. Thanks so much, guys, and welcome. We sincerely appreciate you being here. Thank you.
We sure do.
Yeah, you make this whole thing go for sure.
This is all you guys. And for those of you guys watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
If you don't mind hitting that like button for us, leave us a comment down below. Who is your favorite character and couple on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend? I think we all know who it is, but still.
Don't know about character, but I think White Josh and Daryl have to win couple, right?
Have to. Unless you're into that toxic stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Which toxic can sometimes be more fun to watch for sure.
Britney Spears.
Yeah, exactly.
And while you're over here, guys, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date for all of our new content. We'll have you guys updated right away.
We have a lot of stuff coming right now and a lot of stuff that we are planning for the very near future.
Oh, yeah.
If you'd like to see full reactions to this and all the other content that we are watching or have watched, please check out the link to our Patreon in the description below. We have a pretty big catalog over there for you.
Oh, yeah. And also, if you guys are watching this on Patreon, you have to bring your own copy. We are doing the full-length reaction, so we cannot show you the video.
Right. You'll have to watch along with us on your own device and sync with us. We are watching on
Netflix.
Sorry, my brain completely shut off there.
I almost said
we are on. I did too, actually.
Yeah,
I was thinking, wait, are we on HBO or Hulu?
Neither.
We are on. We do a lot of Hulu. We are on Netflix. All right.
I hope we get to see Josh this episode.
Of course we will, because this is so idiotic of Josh. Not because it's anything against being a priest, but because that is not what Josh wanted.
He's just running away.
He's running away and thought running to the priesthood is weird. Like, that's a calling for people,
Clearly
right?
A lost guy
yeah.
who needs some help.
Sure.
Oh, this is...
Anyway, I mean, what a fool.
Watch him immediately just like bail.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny if like a weekend he's actually gone before this ever happens.
Church. Can't wait to start over, Doorfather.
Doorfather.
Let's just say there are a few things going on in my life that I feel a little guilty about.
This
I'm
20
going to
minutes
be a
ago.
priest. And priests have no guilt, right?
Wrong, and that's the wrong reason to be a
Right.
priest.
Catholic guilt is a thing, my man.
I've come here to this holy place to join my brethren and walk the halls of divinity as God shines his light on me.
Oh boy,
It's very
I
impulsive.
hope you understand. It's a big commitment. A typical priest training takes 4 to 6 years and involves getting a master's degree in divinity. Look, if you haven't really thought this through, or you're just trying to avoid responsibility for something you've done,
There it is.
you can go home.
I could see the look on his face in 12 to 15 months when a judge hits him with a $600 to $800 fine.
Yeah.
Wait, $600 to $800?
Wow.
Instead of this, can we do something like savage?
I never went through a
brutal,
shoplifting
right?
phase.
Me neither. I never understood it.
No.
Yeah.
Did you know that studies show women only orgasm 39% of the time during sex, while men finish 91% of the time?
Every woman I've ever had sex with has obviously orgasmed.
Oh,
every
dude.
time,
This is obviously.
especially
That-
my wife.
And you know that because
There's no
Tim,
way
you
that's
have
true.
never given your wife an orgasm, ever. Not even once.
Oh, I don't know
Not
about
even
that.
once.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm not in the mood for Nathaniel right now.
I love that cut to his face
on the
couch.
Feelingsy lately. He's like a woman or something.
Shut up, stop talking. Here's the deal, losers. You know,
George,
Thought he
what
was
are you doing
fired.
here?
I hired him back. I need a flunky to work full time on assassinating the character of this Che Wan fella.
No, he's terrible. He's
Now she's back into him again because he's awful. Yeah.
He's bad.
a dead-eyed fiend. You. So, what do you say?
Right. Yeah.
This is cool.
This is cool.
If you help me destroy Josh Chan, I will let you do anything you want to me.
This is gross,
And I
man.
mean anything.
I'm already taking a
Sounds
super
horrible.
fun pre-theology class.
Talk him out of this, White Josh.
I think there's a few months of silent prayer in there.
Wow.
Just come home. This is ridiculous.
He's right. This is ridiculous.
So what? Did you guys drive all the way up here just to be like all critical?
No. Things must be rough with Rebecca. Wait, what did she say when you... I mean, are you really going to become a priest just because you don't want to have an awkward conversation?
No.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a priest because I'm a good person.
But that's not actually the important part. The important part isn't even on your stupid diagram.
What?
You guys know what I'm talking about. The G-spot. You just go in,
Oh no.
in,
Oh Tim.
up, and then back. That's the spot. I went home and I had marital relations. My wife was very satisfied by my foolproof method.
70 to 80% of women only achieve orgasm from direct stimulation of the clitoris.
Do we make love?
I thought I learned all this in college.
She pops out, she goes in the bathroom, she brushes her teeth.
Brushes her teeth?
Yes, I can hear the buzzing sound.
Sounds like a vibrator.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh my god. Proposal accepted. Meet me tomorrow night on the Noof.
It's Rue's sister.
What's the dress I bought you?
Oh, right, yes. I donated that to the West Covina Middle School Drama Department because only a 13-year-old girl could fit into it.
How about you just leave Josh alone because he's
Right.
got some stuff to figure out.
He's going through it.
I just thought it was gonna feel so
A lad was Muslim.
satisfying, but it doesn't at all.
Because that's not who you are.
Just feel like I'm faking it.
Is he gonna sing?
There's a lot of music in this episode.
Yeah. I like it.
Anything. For raising taxes, charter school vouchers, and being pro-choice.
We're all Republicans.
Nancy Reagan was a national hero and a style icon, right?
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Roe v. Wade is nothing short of judicial activism.
No, I just wanted to dance. Hey, you don't have to do this, you know. Regardless of our deal.
Who want to?
Josh's sister, Justinity, she's about to be accused of plagiarism and kicked out of Cal State Northridge.
Oh,
Joseph, he is about to be his breath.
is Lolo? What do you mean?
One of the men at the party owns a chain of hospices. We have direct access to Lolo and his oxygen tanks.
They're gonna kill his grandpa. Oh my god.
Father, sorry. I'm sorry.
At the service today, I thought...
I think Nathaniel overcorrected there. We're gonna kill his grandpa.
You know what though? Yes, he did, and he's an idiot for it. But something had to slap her back
She
to
said
reality.
that, yeah.
Is she gonna put on a dress and go yell at him in it? Because that would just be
That's
nuts.
psycho.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
God.
good lord. He's wearing his too.
My beloved and I had the best night of our 11-year marriage. She had a very satisfactory climax.
If your wife never told you she was not getting off in 11 years, that is on her.
See, that's exactly what I
clearly, you
said.
two
Yeah.
have a giant communication gap.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like the sight of this? Huh? Thought you get to go your whole life without seeing this? God did not reach out to you. You're hiding because you're a coward.
That's true,
It's
too.
been 2 weeks, Josh.
I don't. You know what the problem is? Neither one of these people are taking responsibility for their part in it. Neither one of them are taking any accountability.
No kidding.
And that song killed it.
It wasn't my fault.
Oh my
It
god.
wasn't my fault. There is no reason why I should.
That's not true either.
Well, I'm sure Josh is feeling a lot better about himself. He's like, yeah, she is admitted to all that horrible, crazy stuff. So,
Yeah, but you know what? They're
he's
both
still in the wrong.
Oh no, they're both in the wrong, and they're both letting themselves off the hook for their bad behavior.
Yes.
She wasn't wrong in saying that you gave me little love kernels to kind of keep me hanging on,
Yeah.
because he did. He
He
was
was
totally
minimum.
using her.
The bare minimum.
He's a user for sure, and she's also terrible in all the terrible things that she's done, and you know. I don't, it is reductive to use the word crazy, but that was a very ill-advised move, putting on the wedding dress and showing up at church to go off on in front of people and just unload all of the awful things that she's done.
There's better ways to go about it, for sure.
She's not wrong to want to have the talk with him, but that wasn't the talk. That was a little self-righteous.
Look, if it was
attack.
a perfect love story where they were mushy all the time with one another, and he was like a good guy, and she was a good girlfriend and spouse to him, that'd be something completely different.
Right. These are two terrible people.
Yeah, if she gave him everything and wasn't super psycho, then I'd be like, yeah, go for it. Go rip him in public, which is not okay to begin with. Anyways, this was not the right way to go about it.
No. This had
the opposite effect.
It did. Well, and it only had the opposite effect because Josh is not a good person. When she said, here's all the horrible things I've done, Josh didn't say, like, oh my God, I'm sorry. You and I shouldn't be together. It was right for us not to get married.
Bad.
It made him feel like, oh, I'm off the hook because
him.
It did. It allowed him to take no responsibility for his own awful parts in it. Where we're at right now is these are two bad people. You know what I mean? These are two villains.
Bad? I don't know.
I mean, I've been on Rebecca's side because her dad and how Josh, like the season finale is like, she's been victimized by terrible men a lot.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're bad. I mean, like,
They're
Nathaniel's
borderline,
bad for,
right, sure.
wanting to kill his grandpa.
Yeah, Nathaniel's willing to go farther than Nathaniel should have been willing to go.
That's insane.
Right.
Complicated for sure. Complicated, troubled. I would say troubled.
No, definitely troubled.
Yeah, mentally ill.
Yeah, but I mean, at what point can you say, at least right now with this snapshot of the lives, at what point can you say right now you are a bad person?
I would say
you can come out of it. You may not always be a bad person.
For sure.
I'm not saying that you are forever tainted to be a bad person. But right now she's being a bad person.
I think they both have good hearts.
I do. I just think they're
not. I don't know. They're just not making good decisions.
They both need a lot of help from people who are smarter than they are to work through their stuff.
I really thought this episode Josh would have left the priesthood.
I did too. I think he's going to now. He's like, wait, I don't need the priesthood. I have no reason to feel guilty. I think he's done.
He doesn't like it.
Right.
He's not interested in it.
And he has no guilt now.
That's what I'm saying. Be an usher. He was ushering.
Right.
That seemed to, kind of scratch an itch there for him. He was into the co-coach he had.
Right.
Go back, date her, get your life together.
Well, I don't
date. Actually, don't date anybody.
Don't date. I was going to say, I don't think Josh needs to date anybody. Josh is no healthier than Rebecca.
Josh is going to date somebody. You know how Josh is.
Well, Josh is helpless.
Yeah.
What Josh needs to do is do
Dr. Copian.
He needs to be in therapy. He needs to do what White Josh and Daryl did and go talk to somebody.
Which
I think that's kind of the point of showing that. Like, here's what a healthy couple should do. Here's what these people are going to do instead, which is completely the opposite.
I just love that, like, even White Josh and Hector are like, dude.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Right.
Everybody in the show is like, come on, everybody. Like, get your stuff together, please. But if they did, we wouldn't have a show.
Right, exactly, right. Yeah, if the right thing happened at any point here, if Rebecca said, I'm done with men and going to therapy, if Josh said, I'm done with women and going to therapy.
Well, we have 2 seasons left. Do you think the show ends with some kind of breakthrough? Do you think it ends, or do you think it's gonna have like a Taxi Driver ending where it's like, everything's great, but oh wait, there's something left?
For a musical comedy, this show really does approach a lot of these really serious issues realistically. I really believe that.
It sugarcoats it for sure.
Right? Yeah. I mean, they package it up and they satirize it, but they do approach these issues seriously.
Yeah.
And I think what's going to happen is some characters are going to come out being healthier, and some characters are never going to learn and never going to be happy. And my guess would be that Rebecca is probably the one, because she's our protagonist and she's the one that we followed from square one, who will probably have some type of epiphany, some type of
I hope. I really do.
some type of psychological breakthrough, and Josh won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't think both of them. I don't think this show is so happy-go-lucky, despite the satirical feel to it, that everybody gets a happy ending, because that's not the way the world works. No. And this show really does address the way things really work.
I'm worried that her psychosis is like developing into something worse.
Well, yeah, and and doesn't it almost starting to feel like it's like permanently ingrained?
Kind of. I think the opening credits is kind of telling now.
Right.
There's a bunch of different personalities, and I'm really hoping it's not BPD.
Oh, I don't think so. I just think it's just going to be.
You think so? Okay.
I just think she's going to be more bipolar and manic than
that's okay.
Anything extreme.
That was my other thought. Was just kind of describing her mania?
Yeah, she's definitely
because
manic.
She is manic
for sure. Yeah.
She mailed her poop on a dime like that. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
She showed up to yell at him in her wedding dress.
That's crazy.
2 weeks after the wedding, she put it back on to go yell at him.
I don't think it's like polite to call people crazy.
It's not
when they're struggling. But that's crazy. That is so.
Well, it's not okay.
No, it's not okay.
It does signal that there's some deep-seated problems.
She's surrounded by healthy people, so many healthy people, and it's just not clicking. It's not
clicking.
And even
the one look at it this way: who are the people she's attracted to? She's attracted to unhealthy people. Yeah. She stopped being such good friends with Paula when Paula started getting her stuff together. Nathaniel is not healthy. No. Josh is not healthy. Greg was not healthy, and so she gravitates towards unhealthy people. There are healthy people all around her. She's not friends with Daryl. She's not friends with Josh. She's not friends with Heather, really.
Nathaniel is light years healthier than her, though.
Everybody's healthier than her, but except Josh.
She makes him look right as rain.
Right.
Well, okay, to be fair, he was going to kill somebody for her.
He's not healthy either. But I'm just saying, she's a damaged person, and damaged people sometimes seek other damaged people, and I feel like that's what she does. And when somebody is not damaged, how much does she talk to Daryl anymore? Daryl is the healthy. Daryl
had a conversation.
Daryl is the healthiest person on the show right now. At least that's constantly around Rebecca and Rebecca's circle, and Rebecca wants nothing to do with him,
which is so strange.
She was there for him in season 1 back when he had his own issues going on, But now that he's healthy, she wants nothing to do with him. Paula's healthier. She wants nothing to do with her. Rebecca is a damaged person who wants to embrace other damaged people and just be damaged together. Yeah. And there is a level, you're right, there's a level of narcissism to that, right? Like the skewed, awful way I exist in the world and I occupy the world, that's how other people should occupy the world.
And it is a product of mental health. I don't
think completely.
I think the selfishness is coming from a deeper, darker root.
It's deflection for sure.
Absolutely.
It's a defense mechanism.
And that's why she should be in therapy, so she can work through this, because I don't genuinely believe that's her. I don't genuinely believe that she's a narcissist. She's just acting that way because of how hurt she is.
Well, she's definitely acting in a narcissistic way. But you're right.
Exactly.
I'm not. But you can't say
that's not her.
Right. Yeah. Is it permanent? Does she have is she a sociopath? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because antisocial personality disorder, being a sociopath, can't be treated. And I don't think that's her. I think that there's ways out for her.
Exactly. We've said that she's got a good heart.
Right.
And that there's good in there. She's just in her villain stage.
She is definitely following her more awful instincts.
Yes, her dark side is taking over.
Right. And it's cringy, but it's fun, and man,
it's great satire.
And can I also just say, musically, this episode was a complete hit.
It was chock full. This might be the most music episode we've had.
It was music all the way through.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
to kind of make up for I feel like the last few episodes at the end of season 2.
Yeah, we had less music.
We didn't have any,
And here, man, and the cast is really bringing it. Especially Rachel Bloom.
Rachel Bloom can belt, dude.
Yeah,
she
can.
Gosh, she's got a great voice.
All right, guys, we will catch you on the next one.
See ya.